Good morning students. In this video I am going to share with you an exact 30-day strategy which will help you to come closer to your dream of realizing the GATE 2021 exam. Before beginning this video, if you want me to help you crack any examination in English literature, then don't forget to join my one-on-one personal training program where I will help you to develop all the required skills and knowledge to crack any examination in English literature. Check the link in the description below to know more about this personal training program. Now without any further delay, let's begin this topic. We don't have much information about what may come in the exam. It is difficult to predict anything if we don't have enough amount of historical data. Without looking at the past, we cannot predict any future. So here, if someone claims what is going to come in the exam, then don't pay much attention to them. We have not enough previous year question papers and mock tests to predict what is going to come in the GATE exam of English literature. The only resourceful thing we have now is the mock test of 2021 that was released by IIT Bombay a few months ago, and we can only predict the topics that may come in the exam based on that GATE 2021 mock test. There were 40 questions that came in the English literature section C, and here is an overview how these questions were divided into different topics. Beginning with, there were 40 questions that were asked from British literature. There were 11 questions that were asked from Indian literature, which includes 6 questions from Indian novel and drama, 1 question from Indian aesthetics, 1 question from English education in India, and 3 questions from Dalit literature. The next topic from where the questions came was literary theory. In this particular section, 3 questions were asked in the GATE mock test 2021, 3 questions asked from literary criticism, 2 questions from world literature, 1 question from Canadian, 1 from Sri Lankan, 1 from translation studies, 1 from American literature, and 3 questions from text interpretation, or we can say unseen passage. Now this overview we have just seen now clears one thing, that one more time British literature is going to dominate the question paper. Forget about GATE exam in English literature. Pick any exam in English literature throughout the India and you will find British literature dominates every question paper, simply because of the fact that it has been taught in every university and every college, and it is expected from a student to know more about the roots and origin of the language English. Everything from Chaucer to postmodernism is important in British literature. There were questions from Indian aesthetics, Indian literature, Indian novel and drama, Dalit literature, so on and so forth. Now here I am not sure whether they are going to ask Indian literature in the GATE exam or not, because there are other important subjects that have not been asked in the GATE exam mock test. I am not sure about Indian literature. So what I am going to do is now I am going to study a few novels that are important from the perspective of GATE exam. Among all the important novels and drama from Indian literature, here I am going to mention some important works that you must not skip while preparing for your GATE exam in English literature. Beginning with the first one, which is Complete Works of R. K. Narayan, Complete Works of Anita Desai, Kanthapura, Untouchable, The Autobiography of an Unknown Indian, Train to Pakistan, Heat and Dust, Hula Baloo in Guava Orchard, That Long Silence, The Tiger's Daughter, Hayabadana, Tughlaq, Dance Like a Man, The Dumb Dancer, etc. I know this list is very big to cover in 30 to 40 days. The truth is that I have made this video with an assumption that you have been studying English literature from last couple of months. However, if you have not studied before and expecting that you will crack the GATE examination within 30 days of time, then you are doing a big mistake. It is not logically possible to cover everything in 30 days. If you have started just now preparing for this GATE examination, and if you are expecting that you are going to crack the examination within 30 days, then forget about this GATE exam and focus on UGC NET exam, which is 6 months ahead of us. Having said that, let's come back to the actual point of discussion. As we have discussed the few important points from British literature and Indian literature, it is important to note that a student must not only go for the summaries, but also what is going around that text. There is nothing new for an English literature student to read the summaries and sit in the examination hall. Every English literature student does this. And of course, it is not a big deal to understand the summary of a work. If I ask a high school student to read the summary and tell me, he can do that easily. The real struggle of an English literature student is to understand the text through different perspective. In the GATE exam mock test, there were questions from Don Quixote, Kanthapura, Moll Flanders. And the interesting thing to note here is that they have not asked you the summaries or characters from these novels. They have asked you something beyond the summaries. Moreover, beginners of English literature or noobs go around reading the summaries and boasting their knowledge. A good student of English literature knows how a plot is woven through different types of writing styles, historical background, foregrounding, and the motif of a work. If you have been reading summaries and yet unable to crack any exam in the past few years, then it is the right time that you should start something beyond the summaries. Improve your standards regarding the English literature. And now talking about other topics, it is not possible to cover everything in 30 days. But one thing you can do is to remember the authors and their important works. There were direct questions in the GATE examination that which author has written the following works. So if you know the authors and their important works, then it would be easy for you to grab 2 or 3 more marks. Talking about other topics like Sri Lankan writers, American writers, world literature, translation studies, there were only 1 or 2 questions from these topics. Moreover, you have to understand that GATE examination is not expecting you to score 100 out of 100 in this examination. Even you correct 20 questions out of 40 questions in English literature, you may crack the exam easily based on what you have did in section A or section B. You cannot beat the questions they are going to ask you in the GATE examination no matter how much you have studied. So right now, don't focus on your weaknesses, focus on your strengths. You can give time to your weaknesses after the GATE examination. If you don't know about Sri Lankan writers, then skip it. If you don't know about world literature, then skip it. Focus on your strength, focus on British literature, that is the root of this subject. Make your literary criticism and literary theory strong, and try to cover all the important works that I have just mentioned from Indian literature. And with this, I come to the end of this video. I hope you found this video worth of your time. If you have any query, drop your questions in the comments below. I make sure to resolve all your doubts in my upcoming videos. And if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, then don't forget to subscribe the channel for more updates on English literature. So that's it for this video. Thank you.